This is my current event topic. My current event topic is based on an ozone hole appearing within the North Pole region, specifically within the Arctic. The ozone hole itself is measured around less than 1 million kilometers square and will approximately reach 25 to 30 million kilometers square within the next 3 to 4 months or so. The ozone hole itself is created by polar vortexes, which is basically cold air or cold temperatures circulating within the region itself. This would lead to ultraviolet radiation rays hitting from the sun all the way down to the Earth's surface. Even though this is happening, researchers said that the sun is still rising high and over the Arctic, which would lead to higher temperatures and be able to deplete the ozone hole's increase and possibly repair the hole itself. The science behind these polar vortexes is that they are east to west jet stream circulations of cold air and wind. This would cause not only colder temperatures, but also higher altitude clouds, which would increase those wind circulations. An example of this is within the South Pole, persistent southern vortexes, which form clouds of temperatures of less than a negative 110 degrees Fahrenheit. This would cause chlorine compounds to fall from those clouds and onto the Earth's surface itself, and it would make them become inert to a highly reactive species. And from there, these bromine and chlorine compounds would have sun exposure and would create a depletion of the ozone layer, since it goes from a surface chemical to an air chemical. Why is this important? Well, it's important because it is dangerous to the ozone layer, which protects us from the radiation rays of the sun. And this would obviously lead to skin problems such as skin cancer and destruction of the immunity system. And it also causes some skin irritations such as skin tearing or possibly around your eyes or face and even your back. And there is also premature skin aging, which causes possibly wrinkles around your body. How do I feel about this personally? I personally feel worried about it, since I personally think that around these regions it's much more colder and it's not often as sunny. So this will cause a much higher chance for those people living within these northern and southern pole regions to have faster skin problems because of how they probably don't often put on any ointment to protect themselves from the rays of the sun. And as for the article itself, there are some gaps that I noticed, such as not being able to talk about the cause of these ozone holes and the increase of it over time. Although they managed to state one random fact, and it's about China's increase of ozone depleting products. The reason why I find this as much of a problem is because they just state the fact. They don't give any connections back to it, or whether or not it's the cause of this ozone hole appearing within the North Pole region. And finally, my question is, would scientists be able to figure out or predict the next huge ozone hole that might appear within this northern region? This is because of the rarity of these ozone holes appearing within the northern region, as the last one appeared back in 2011, and it was significantly smaller than the current one in 2020. And once again, it will be able to reach around 20 to 25 million kilometers square in the next 3 to 4 months, which is around the same size as the southern pole region, which has more common occurrences of it. Thank you.